Hey guys, my name is Mbaye. I'm a former student of Mr. TOUT and you're watching Sunu English Club.
Hello guys, my name is Penafa Kurusaho and you are now watching Sunu School with Mr. TOUT.
Hi there people, hi there everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Babakar Fall. I'm out here in Canada and I'm a former student of Mr. TOUT. So guys, I just wanted to let you know I'm watching Sunu School out here from Canada. It's cold as hell, but we're doing good. We're gonna watch Sunu School. Have a good one.
Good afternoon. My name is Umar Sek, and this is my daughter Yaifatu Sek, and this is my wife, Madam Sek. So we came today to thank Mr. Tal about the good job he did for my daughter's school while he was in Senegal, and we really appreciate it because everything he done at that time, my daughter was in Senegal. When she came here in the United States, we really see that everything he teach her have a result as far as of like the test he was doing to this school here. They gave him a good grade saying that he qualified to go to the 5th grade. So all this because of good job of Mr. Tal. So we recommend everybody to follow him. He's a great teacher. And his school name is Sunu School. And we wish you the best, Mr. Tal. God bless you. Say hi to Mr. Tal.
Hi, Mr. Tal.
Hi, Mr. Tal. We flow Sunu School, Senegal. Thank you for everything.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers and followers of CNN Africa Set Television. Thank you very much for welcoming us at home or from any kind of platform from which you are watching us. It's a pleasure today to have a new show on this new television Africa Set. Thank you for giving us importance. Today, this is the first number of your new show that is called Sunu School. Sunu School is a show that is specially created and dedicated to education so that we can promote the education in Senegal and especially the English language. And it is a very big pleasure and an honor to have a colleague today, a colleague that is who is a lady, an English teacher or a teacher of English, whose name is Mrs. Ja. Mrs. Ja, it is a pleasure to receive you here on this set.
Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Tal. As you said, my name is Mbaye Niang. I am a CZM English teacher in Kowaka. I have been a teacher since 2016. I started my education career in America, in Philadelphia. I went to university for medicine and eventually ended up in psychology. So I have a degree in psychology, and around 2016 I ventured into the education system.
Okay.
And so I started my career in education in 2016 in Philadelphia. And so I thank you for having me today to discuss the importance of the English language, especially for our African children, our African diaspora, as English is one of the most important languages to learn. So again, thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you a lot. It is a very big pleasure to have you. So you said that you have started your career in America?
Correct. I was born in Senegal, Abbas Law, I believe.
Okay.
I was born in Senegal, and at the age of 9, we went to New York.
Okay.
I have been in New York ever since. So
with the family? You went to New York with the family?
Yes. My father was already in America, and then my mother went, and around 2001, she took me and my siblings, my older brother, older sister, over to America.
Okay.
And so I completed all of my education there, pretty much. I've been there for more than 25 years.
Oh, I'm going to ask you, you're really Senegalese or American?
I say I'm international, okay? One day I could be Senegalese, the next I could be American, but I decided to come back to Senegal.
Yeah, very good. Congratulations for that.
I am I can say mentality-wise, attitude, personality is more American. I wanted to come back to learn about my culture, to learn the language, because before I did not speak well
Oh my God.
at all. Even in America, if you did not know my name was Maymuna, you would think I'm just an American girl. And so I knew that there was something missing.
Yes, of course,
And so
for
like,
sure.
I need to go back home.
Yes, of course, for sure.
So I came back around 2020 for vacation, and I went back to America. And last year, about 2 years ago, I wanted to work here. And I wanted to bring my skills as a teacher over and teach our young Senegalese children.
Okay.
And so I came back, and I have been a teacher at Nkawaka, which is in Almaty. And I teach there cesium. And this year, I have a little bit more responsibilities within the school.
No, okay. Congratulations for that. Congratulations for those new responsibilities.
Thank you.
So we are not going to have a kind of comparison, but I'm going to ask you the question. Do you think that it is easy to teach here in Senegal? It is easier to teach in Senegal than in America?
I believe so. But my pedagogy or my way of teaching is a lot different than a lot of Senegalese teachers.
Okay.
I come off very chill. And I've noticed that that attracts the children more. The culture of education here is very strict. You know, you stand up when the teacher comes in, you don't talk, you know, this. And in my class, personally, I allow my students to express themselves. We have daily conversations about life. Sometimes I'll play like small jazz music and lower the volume.
Yes.
And so I build a very safe environment within my classrooms. And so it makes it easier because children in America, they're a lot harder. There's more attitude, more disrespect. And here we have children that truly are respectful.
Respectful, yes.
And it makes it easier because they listen.
Yes, they listen, they listen. They are very careful, sometimes when you are talking to them.
Exactly.
Exactly. And children also like being fun.
Yeah.
This is a new way of teaching English.
Exactly.
And that is very, very, very good for teachers. Very easy for teachers.
It makes it so much easier.
Easier, yes, easier.
And I think children of this generation, they're not the same.
Yes, not the same, not the same.
They're not scared.
The new generation, and they are luckier.
Yeah.
They are luckier. They have many tools of learning English.
Exactly. There's more information. There are more social medias. There's more websites. There's the internet compared to when you and I were going to school, where even to go to the internet cafe, you have to go to the cyber cafe.
Yes,
and
of course.
So now that everyone has
access to the internet,
it makes it easier. There's applications they can use to learn English. So nowadays, there's really not as many excuses.
Yes, and there are more books today than yesterday. Yes, more books. Yes. So I'm not going to ask to an American woman, how did you do to speak so good English? I'm sure that we know. But if you had to suggest to me to do something to speak as good English as yours, what would be the idea?
I would say when I first went to America, again, I was 9 years old. When I was in Senegal, I went to Saint Bernadette.
Okay.
So my English level wasn't that good.
Okay.
But as a 9-year-old kid, what did I love to do was watch cartoons.
Okay.
So I used to watch a lot of cartoons in English.
A lot of cartoons.
A lot. And so even now, I suggest to parents, you know, tell your kids to watch Netflix in English. Listen to books in English. Read English books, you know. If you like Harry Potter and you read it in French, read it in English, you know. Compare the vocabulary. So my suggestion is learning English is really more so about your willingness.
Okay.
Right? Because English is an applied language.
Yes.
It's a language that you have to apply it.
Yes.
It's not history or geography where you have to memorize.
Okay. Yes.
So I would advise any parent, any students, switch your setting on your TV from French to English.
To English.
Yes.
Even your mobile phone.
Yes.
Your mobile
it helps.
Yes,
it helps a whole lot.
Okay.
It helps.
Okay. So the following question is, yes, I know that if you didn't learn English, you wouldn't be an English teacher, for sure. But apart from being an English teacher, can you tell us what other opportunities that English has given you?
Oh, a lot. So one, I travel, and so English is one of the main languages in about 64 countries. We have about 190 plus countries in the world. And so when you go to any airport, you see the signs are in their regular language, and then there's English.
Okay.
Speaking English opens up opportunities, not even just career-wise, but if you look at any software. If you look at, what is that, computer technology, a lot of the codes are in English.
Yes.
For doctors, you want to be a doctor, a lot of the words are either Latin, English, and so besides the career opportunities, the opportunities to travel, the opportunities to be able to communicate with anybody anywhere you go in the world. And so it opens up scholarships for university. It opens up, you know, job applications. So if we go interview and my English is top tier, they'll probably hire me.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
Yes.
Okay. So now this is really coming deep down the theme we have today, mastery of the English language. What strategies for students in particular, individuals. For students, you have talked about that a moment ago. So we have to read a lot, we have to watch cartoons in English, so on and so far. And for teachers, they have to be more practical in class, you said, to be more fun, to make things easy, not to be very strict with rules, so that they feel, I don't say loved, but appreciated by children. Yeah, because if they are appreciated by their children, by their students, by their kids, they will love definitely what they give them. Yes, of course. Okay, now the following question is, have you ever witnessed a situation in which someone has a problem because he doesn't speak English?
Yes.
Where exactly in the world?
I would say I'm going to speak on some experiences that I've seen here
Yeah.
in Senegal and also exteriorly in America.
Yes.
So in Senegal now, I've been receiving a lot of contacts from adults
Okay.
who wants a promotion
Okay.
in their jobs.
Yeah.
And they give it to the person who speaks English.
Okay.
Where their jobs must affect them to Dubai, to a country where English is the main language, and they're unable to get that promotion because of that. Now, when you travel, I've walked past the mall and you see, you know, people trying to communicate with the vendors and they want to buy something and they don't know how to say it.
That to say,
You
yes.
give somebody money, you don't know how much money they're supposed to give you back, and you're so lost.
Okay.
And so, being multilingual, it is something that is beneficial across all boards.
Okay.
And also being able to communicate. Because even going to America, English-speaking country, if you face an issue, you can't communicate.
You can communicate. You can solve your problem.
You cannot, and it makes it easier for you to be able to feel comfortable wherever you go, because you know this language is spoken by many. You know, compared to French.
French,
French
yeah.
to the French.
Yes, it's French. It's French, yes.
You know, if I go to America and I speak French, they're gonna look at me and say, "Huh?"
No, nice. What does she say?
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay. So now, here, both you are teachers. Do you think that the way that English is taught in general in Senegal, do you think that it is a good way?
Not to offend any other English teachers, but I have heard from a few parents that even when they were younger, they hated their English class, so they didn't learn. I think that here the way they teach English is not as pragmatic.
Okay.
It's just I give you the lessons and I tell you this is how you have to do it, but I'm not explaining to you how to use it, when to use it. It's not personal. It's not interpersonal. Compared to someone who, I'll give you a scenario. Okay, you know, when you're using present simple.
Yes.
Things that you do every single day. So what time do you wake up?
Yes.
You said I wake up at 5 a.m. And then I'll ask the same question to somebody else. What time does he wake up? And he'll say he wakes up.
Yes.
So I'm like, oh, okay. Do you understand the difference?
Okay.
I wake up compared to he wakes up. What's the difference?
Yes.
Is that as me?
Or the third singular person.
It's exactly. It's present simple. It's something you do every single day.
Oh, okay.
So it's things like that where I make it personal to you, your day, your life, so that you know how to use it. But if I'm teaching you Shakespeare English,
okay, for sure.
You're not going to use that.
Yes, no. You won't be able even sometimes to understand.
Exactly.
And if you
tell my CCF students, we were talking about what music do you listen to? They put me to a French artist, Chocolat. I don't even know the band's name, but they all laughed when I said his name wrong. So it's things like that I think is very important when you're communicating. Whatever you're doing, this is something that they can use.
Okay. So this is a question that we have already answered. How teachers can do to get their students interested in the English language. Some of us must change their way of teaching to be more fun, for example, to get children or kids interested in what they are doing. So sometimes also to change the old way. Our former teachers used to teach the language because we are in modern times. We need to change and to move forward with the modernity. Now, teaching English and new technologies. Do you think that it is important?
Absolutely. I absolutely think that it's important. There are different applications that you can use. For example, again, I don't speak French writtenly. Right? So when I'm writing a professional email, I write it in English and I translate it.
Okay.
But from translating it, then I'm able to see the correlation between the words.
Okay.
And how the verb changes. And there are also applications like Duolingo.
Okay, Duolingo, yes.
Duolingo, I tell my students to use it at home. Download the app, use it on your tablet. And these are tools that you can use to help.
Okay.
ChatGPT, AI, all of the students use AI at this moment.
Okay.
And so there's different methods that students can learn. It doesn't necessarily just have to be in the classroom.
Okay.
I always say there's a will, there's a way. If you want it, you can get it.
You can get it, yes, for sure. Even yesterday, not yesterday, but the day before, I was exchanging with a former student. She wanted to ask me my point of view about the new training she wants to do on English, and aside on something else that is different from English. She wanted to do both trainings. I suggested him, if it is possible to do it, she can do it because English will help her to understand what she is doing in her other training, but also in the future, after the training, that will be very easy for her to get an international job, I want. Yes, an international, as you did in the past. You were studying in America, and after you come back to Senegal to have a job. Exactly. Very good. So my following question is about the new decisions of the new authorities to start learning English from elementary school. The new government has decided that. So I think that it is from this year that kids are going to start learning English from the elementary school. What do you think about that?
I think it's a great idea. I think it should have been done in the past.
Okay.
If you see I believe that a lot of our population, a lot of our Senegalese people, they lack the opportunity because of the language barrier.
Yes, for sure.
Even when we look at tourists, a lot of American tourists, they go to Ghana or Nigeria. Why? Because there's no language barrier. They go to Gambia because they're able to go out there and speak English freely, and people understand. And so installing or starting English at elementary is something that should have been done. So I truly am grateful for the new government to implement that. However, the only thing that I can say is even now, for schools that propose English, they propose English for a small amount of time.
Okay, small.
Yes, I just had a student that I just seen this morning.
Yes.
And he goes to an international bilingual school, but they do English 1 hour.
1 hour.
Compared to our school. Our school, we do English 8 hours a week.
8 hours.
8 hours a week.
Oh my
correct.
God. Oh my
8
God.
hours a week. So
Different from mine.
Every single day, the students have at least 2 hours of English.
Mm-hmm.
And these are things that help the student keep the information.
Yes.
So if you have 10 classes, you have history, geography, math, science, and then you only have 2 hours of English, it's going to run in the back of your head.
Yes, for sure.
So at our school, math is in English, science is in English, and then they have the English language.
Oh, wow, wow.
And so this permits our students to really excel in the English
Yes,
language.
of course, for sure.
Compared to other schools that you do 1 hour.
Such as mines or other schools in Senegal. For example, when you are in in L series, in some classes you have 3 hours per week. 3 hours is too little.
It's very little.
Sometimes before starting the presentation and the brainstorming of the former class, that's over.
It's good.
Oh my God. Oh.
And even now, as I'm a private teacher as well,
Mm-hmm.
and so when I do classes, most of my classes are 2 hours. So sometimes I teach the students even more than what they learn in school.
Oh.
And so what I would advise to our new government is amazing to have English in the schools, but please increase the hours.
Yes,
And
increase
make
the hours.
English one of those top tier requirements.
Yes.
You know, it should not just be for the IB, the international buck, but just for the regular buck.
Yes.
Because if we have more of our students graduating, having their buck, already excelling in the English language, they can go all over the world.
All over the world.
And then they can bring
And
it back.
it will make things easier.
Much easier.
And
And we
yes.
want to be able to partner, to have relations with other countries in the world as well. We should not just be fixed in francophone countries.
Yes.
It kind of limits us. And
No.
I think at this point we should be limitless.
We do not have
because
any boundaries for the countries.
Exactly.
Yes, any boundaries.
It makes it
We can be Senegalese and work in Morocco and work in Dubai, in
Yes.
America, so on and so
Qatar,
forth.
America,
Yes.
even Spain.
Yes,
their main
yes,
language is
yes,
English.
yes, for
China,
sure, for sure.
Japan, anywhere you go
Yes.
in the world, English is a language you can speak at any restaurants, any hotels, any businesses, and they understand.
Okay, and also the Senegal is getting ready to welcome the year of Olympic Games in 2026. So this must be an opportunity to our authorities also to talk to our teachers and students and kids to make them know that Senegal is welcoming a very important event that will be broadcasted in all around the world. So we have to work hard. And after working hard, we have to get us in our language English, because we'll have different nationalities. Many people will come here, and if we are not able to communicate with them, that will be a very big problem. So we have to focus on that to make them know that getting ready for this event is very good, but also having the mean of communication, that is English, also is very important, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Communicating even simply in transportation. There was times where you have American tourists that come and they hire other tour guides that speak English. So even in the tourism, it is something that is beneficial.
Yes, it is an event of tourism.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's why it is interesting for us to be able to not only repeat these American words in songs or raps and such things, but what is the English language? And so I truly focus on reading, writing, and speaking.
Okay.
So when we're talking about speaking, we're talking about pronunciation.
Okay.
We're talking about fluency. I could read the word, but do I understand the word?
Yes.
So vocabulary, grammar is all part of the language.
Yes, of course.
And I always say English is much easier than French.
For sure.
Okay?
I always say that. That is the same example I give in class. The same one. If you take the article the, it means in French le, la, le, et l'apostrophe. Oh my goodness, English is much more easier.
I always say that in class. I speak French and I make a mistake. And I'm like, the table, like, la table. Like, how do I know? I don't know.
It's not your mistake.
The table,
The-
the chair,
yes.
the everything.
For anything, yes.
And I say, if you can learn French, if you can speak French, English should be a piece of cake.
Yes, yes, surely. So now, we are going to end the show by the point we have started. giving advices to people to how they must do to master the English language, because mastering the English language can be a big opportunity for them. How is or what is your idea you're going to give to anybody, to everyone, to teachers, to individuals, to students, anybody? Okay.
My advice for anybody that wants to learn the English language, my advice is that English is an applied language. That means that you must practice it. It is okay if you make mistakes. It is okay because you learn from your mistakes. So anything from reading books, reading news articles, reading shows, reading subtitles, put on the English subtitle, download applications like Duolingo, speak to friends that are international, family members that are international, because it is something that even if you read the lesson or you understand it, you must apply it. And compared to French, when you make mistakes in English, the next time you won't make the same mistakes. And so being confident that it is failure that makes you successful. So don't stop just because you feel as if you don't speak. The more you practice, the more the English language will come. And English is one of those main top languages in the world.
In the world.
Correct.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mrs. Ja. It was a pleasure to welcome you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
On this television, CNM Africa set. It was a very big pleasure and a very big honor. And I think that it was the same for our viewers. Thank you very much for watching us today. An appointment is given to you next time with another guest. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Hey guys, my name is Mbaye Niang. I'm a former student of Mr. TOUT and you're watching Sunu English Club.
Hello guys, my name is Pena Fakuru Saho and you are now watching Sunu School with Mr. TOUT.
Hi there, people. Hi there, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Babakar Fall. I'm out here in Canada, and I'm a former student of Mr. TOUT. So, guys, I just wanted to let you know I'm watching Sunu School out here from Canada. It's cold as hell, but we're doing good. We're going to watch Sunu School. Have a good one.
Good afternoon. My name is Umar Sek, and this is my daughter Yaifatu Sek, and this is my wife, Madam Sek. So we came today to thank Mr. Tal about the good job he did for my daughter's school while he was in Senegal. And we really appreciate it because everything he done at that time, my daughter was in Senegal. When she came here in the United States, we really see that everything he teach her have a result as far as of like the test he was doing to this school here. They gave him a good grade saying that he qualified to go to the 5th grade. So all this because of good job of Mr. Tal. So we recommend everybody to follow him. He's a great teacher. And his school name is Sunu School. And we wish you the best, Mr. Tal. God bless you. Say hi to Mr. Tal.
Hi, Mr. Tal.
Hi, Mr. Tal. We flow Sunu School, Senegal. Thank you for everything.